Hi, my name is Carlin Hearn, and this is my audience. This is Sydney and Jacob. And today I'm going to be doing my ceremonial speech. It is about my cousin Maggie and her graduation. So, here it goes. As long as I have known Maggie, she has been an entrepreneur, but she's also been a dreamer. Maggie has never been one to settle down a single path. She's always trying all the paths that get her from point A to point B. Growing up, even now, Maggie remains open-minded, successful, and never limited. Whenever we were kids, though, she was extremely shy. Except for whenever it came to goofing around. Maggie knew how to have a lot of fun, but she just didn't know how to express herself whenever she was around a big group of people. Even whenever we were around family, she had a hard time opening up and being who she wanted to be. Whenever she was around any other kids or friends, she would get very nervous to say what was on her mind and do what she wanted to. Maggie also, whenever it came to events and holidays and stuff, she would still remain in a shell, and she would stay away from really anybody who would come up to her and try to talk to her. Now, whenever it came to playing around and goofing around, I was the person that she would go to. In fact, a lot of times that we're together, I could never get her to stop talking. Maggie would always come up with these elaborate games and ways to play them, and they're very creative. She loved using her creativity to have fun and enjoy life. She still does this today, in every little thing that she does. She puts her heart into the one thing that she desires most, which is enjoying everything. She wasn't the most coordinated person, though. She tried a lot of sports, whether that was she stayed in volleyball for a little while, she did soccer, t-ball, track, she attempted pole vaulting, she tried cooking, dancing, doing gymnastics, cheerleading, and she tried raising animals, which is something that she still does today and is very successful in. She loves it very much, and it remains one of her biggest hobbies. She would get very quiet, though, whenever she was trying to, express herself. Whenever she was doing these hobbies, whenever she was first getting into it, she really loved doing them, but she had a hard time letting people know that. So she kind of kept it to herself and a little secretive that those were the things that she liked to do. As we were getting older, though, I started to realize that Maggie found her niche in her schoolwork. She loved figuring out problems and solving math and, economic problems and things like that whenever we got into high school. She was always put in the more advanced classes whenever we were kids, and now as a senior, she's graduating as valedictorian. So we're all very proud of her. The first time that I ever talked to her about her future, she responded to me saying that she wanted to be a nail lady for her job. I thought that was the craziest thing at the time, but I could also see her doing that because she always admired how they would do these little bitty designs on her fingers. Her next response to me was that she wanted to be a hairdresser because she saw how her mom would always do her aunt's hair. After that, it was lawyer. She started to find a more serious job, I guess. And I think it was mainly because we would always get into arguments and she thought that she won. But after that, it was president, which was a huge jump. And I don't think it really lasted that long because after that, she said she wanted to be ambassador because she said it'd be easier for her. And then after that, it was flight attendant. After that, it was an Instagram travel advisor, I think, fashion designer, secretary, CEO, engineer, and lately she's been in the mood to be a pilot. Either way, all of these jobs, she would be successful in them no matter what, because she has the mindset of being successful in anything that she does and putting her heart into whatever it is she wants to accomplish, never leaving a job unfinished. Despite all of these careers that she told me that she wanted to pursue, the only thing I've ever seen her be, especially to me, is an inspiration. No matter what path Maggie chooses, or how many she goes on to get to where she wants to be, she's going to leave a mark on every person that she meets along the way. Because I know that she has already left a mark on everyone gathered here today for her graduation. I hope for the best of you and your future. You'll always be my best friend and my sister, no matter how far apart we are. Congrats on graduating and moving on to the next chapter in life. I wish you the best of luck.